What's up, badass Black Desert Mobile fans? We've had some new buffs come to some classes, and it has been a little while since I've done one of these, so it's about time to update this list. The arena can offer some solid rewards. The biggest ones are the season rewards, offering as much as 3,000 black pearls and silver. Doing arenas and Ramonas is one of the best ways to acquire black pearls. Black Desert Mobile is a PvP MMO. You're not going to find too much fulfilling PvE content here. Therefore, it is important to know which classes are the strongest in the arena. Before we get into the good stuff, I have two shoutouts here. The video footage is from Smithy. If you don't know who he is, you are missing out. If you want to know how to PvP with each class, he offers an array of videos for beginners and advanced players. Be sure to head over to his channel and check him out. The link is in the description below. The second shout out goes to the Ramonas Community Discord. They have over 1,000 members. They are currently doing a North America region tournament, which has as much as a $200 for the top prize. And the best part is, it's completely free to enter. The link is also below. If this is your first time to my channel, you are missing out. Check out the description down below for additional badass Black Desert Mobile content. You won't be disappointed. And with that being said, let's dive right in. So this list is accumulated from a few top players' perspectives as well as my own. If you don't agree with the placement of one of these classes, by all means let us know in the comments below. This list does take into account the new buffs that the Archmage and Invoker received. Up first, in dead last, we have the Titan. No surprise here. Not only is he hands down the ugliest character in the game, I mean just look at that forehead, it's huge. He is also one of the least played classes. Most giants went to Destroyer once Awakening released. The Ascended Giant is in desperate need of a buff. Hopefully he is next, as he scores the lowest at 8.0. Just because he scores dead last does not mean he cannot be successful in the arena. He requires more timing and dodging with his evasive skills. His spin ability, while it is super effective at large scale PvP and farming, it doesn't offer a super armor in the arenas, therefore you have to use it while targets are stunned or on the ground. Coming in at 14th ranked is the Windwalker. Most rangers choose Ascension because that class has been OP since day one. The newly added Windwalker, the Awakening version, didn't see much love upon release. Most other classes swapped to Awakened version while most Huntresses stayed put. That's because this is a mostly melee class. While she might be the fastest class in the game, offering 3 different movement skills along with her evasive ability, this just doesn't make up for her super armors. She also has slower CC combos. She can be successful in the area again if you master your class. However, if you go up against ranged classes, you will find it more challenging. The 13th ranked class might be a surprise to some. The Ascended Striker, the Grandmaster, scores at 8.9, tying the next two classes as well, so these classes could be swapped in rank. I know a lot of people are waiting for the Awakened Striker, and there is no time frame on him yet. His most impactful skill in the arena is definitely his Whirlwind Kick, which has a shorter cooldown time and a stun. While you see a few Grandmasters in the leaderboard ranks, it is not a very popular class right now. He is another melee class suffering from having to close gaps with limited range skills. With a few tweaks in the correct areas, he could definitely be more viable. He was a better arena champ a month or two ago, but again, with the release of Awakening and the buffs to Archmage Invoker, he has moved down. The 12th ranked is also scoring 8.9 in the arenas. It is my current class, the Awakened Sorceress, the Reaper. I know some of you are thinking that's crazy low for a Reaper. They do have that skill animation cancel effect on Soul Reaver. The problem with that scenario is that Death Circus has no super armor, so you have to use this only if the target is stunned or knocked down. Otherwise, you'll find yourself on the ground. Reaper is better suited for large-scale PvP and farming. She can be successful here like all classes, and having 2 initial charges on Soul Spike is huge, especially because it comes with super armor. So you can use this back-to-back to stun a target or trade damage. Number 11 is the Gladiator, coming in at an 8.9 score as well, so all 3 of those could be interchanged. I know I've featured X-Light on my channel before, and he has shown how to play Arena successfully as a gladiator. It is a little difficult to master the shield work, but once you do, you can take down most opponents. He is still a melee class at the end of the day, so he does struggle against ranged classes. He does come equipped with the grab and some great gap closing skills, so mastering his skill combos is key to being successful with him in the arenas. Coming in at number 10 is the Awakened Giant, the Destroyer. He comes in with a score of 9.0. He does offer a mixture of ranged and melee skills. He does have that huge gap closing skill called Hellraiser that covers pretty much the entire arena. It also comes with super armor and a bound when he comes back down. He does also have Firebomb, which is his step back skill, which also offers invincibility frames from that skill. I do enjoy playing a Destroyer myself in the arena and have found success. At the end of the day, he is still mid-pack. Once the 11th skills come out, he will dominate in the arena, but that's true for most classes. The 9th ranked class is the Ascended Sorceress, the Raven. I do personally think she is better in arenas over the Reaper. In the arena, the Doom Vortex skill should be used as much as possible. She does also have an invincibility frame skill, which also gives a jump back, kind of like the Destroyers. Overall, a very fun class to play in the arenas. She is also a mixture of ranged and melee skills. Her combo abilities are quick and she can be punishing. Your best option is to stay on top of targets and try to stun them. You don't want to let them breathe. Up next, the 8th ranked, and that's for the Lancer. And I gotta say, I've gone against some of these, and if they use their ult wisely, they can be very difficult. Scoring a 9.2 overall, coming in towards the higher half. She also has a huge gap closing skill that stuns the target at the end. Her ultimate also comes with invincibility at the beginning, so timing it is very crucial. It also has some serious range when she slams back down. Typically, most Lancers just go to the middle of the arena and they cast that skill, and they can hit you almost anywhere. You got to be pretty much uptight against the wall. She does have a few ranged skills, not quite as good as the Paladin in the arena. However, if you learn her combo, she can be nasty and difficult to deal with. Coming in at the 7th rank might be a surprise to some as well. The Awakened Witch, the Invoker. While she does have a badass sidekick and she did receive a buff recently, she is still considered mid-tier at 9.2. The buffs that the Archmage and Invoker received recently definitely favored the Archmage. While both were nice, the Archmage has been revitalized, going from one of the worst to one of the best classes in pretty much all categories. While the Invoker stayed about mid-pack, she is mostly ranged and has some solid skill combos. If you master her, you can be top rank. It does require some practice. She is not one of the harder classes to master. As we progress towards the top half of the global arena tier list, if you're enjoying so far, be sure to hit that like button. I appreciate it. Alright, the 6th ranked class is the Ascended Valkyrie, the Paladin. This shield wearer has always been a beast in the arena. As most classes get buffs, she slowly drops. She is one of the best in the arenas. She is very quick, has gap closing and a lot of CC combos. She is a harder class to master, but once you do, you can easily dominate in the arenas. Unfortunately, she does struggle in most categories, therefore both the Paladin and Lancer are one of the fewer classes played. The top 2 to 5 could possibly be interchanged depending on who you talk to. The 5th ranked goes to the Awakened Warrior, the Berserker. Again, some would say he's 2nd or even 3rd ranked. Anyways, the Berserker has infinite skill combos if you use them correctly. He has some of the quickest stuns with Off-Kilter skill, which is that quick shoulder thrust that stuns the target. It also has a 2-second cooldown time, so you want to spam that constantly. He also has massive damage, and if you apply constant pressure, you can dominate. He is a melee class, so you can struggle against ranged classes. However, it is important to constantly keep the pressure on. The 4th ranked class is the Ascended Dark Knight, the Void Knight. Now, I know some of you may say the Void Knight should rank higher than the Phantasma, and based off of who you talk to, that is the case. Overall though, most of the top ranked arena players agree that the Phantasma is better. I will say that the Dark Mist ability is probably one of the most OP skills in the game. She is super hard to stun and comes with forward guard. And the Dark Mist skill, it is predictable, so if you can learn how to play it against this class, you can time it a lot easier, which is why people think that Phantasma is better. She is overall one of the best classes in the arena and one of the easiest to master, and you want to abuse the Dark Mist skill. The third ranked is the Awakened Dark Knight, the Phantasma. Offering a plethora of ranged skills, has a massive burst and quick knockdowns. One of the easier classes to master. She does come with 3 super armor skills, Umbral Pillars, Twin Slash, and Phantom Dash. 2 of which are gap closers, and not to mention she has some serious range to her skills that also have knockdown, so that way you can combo them up and close the gap or hit them from afar. She is very hard to stun, and she can easily beat higher CP players. Overall top tier in the arenas. We're down to 2 classes, one of which got some serious buffs to catapult her to the 2nd rank, which is the Ascended Witch, the Archmage. The overhaul that she received seems a bit much at the stage of the game. She went from one of the worst to 2nd best in the arenas. She has an extra immunity, range, massive damage, and even linger. Her Frigid Fog skill is getting yet another buff to make it quicker after she ice blocks. This class just dominates in the arena and can easily beat higher CP players. She is an easy class to master, as most ranged classes are, and once you do, enjoy the show. The top rank arena class has, and honestly it seems will always be the best and one of the most OP classes in Black Desert Mobile. That is the Ascended Ranger, the Huntress. She offers huge range, massive damage, invincibility, linger, easy to learn combos, an easy class to master. She has some solid skill combos that can keep the targets away from her while she still does punishing damage. There's not much else that needs to be said here. She has been the top arena class pretty much since day one. That covers everything in the global arena tier list. Again, shout out to Smithy and the Ramones community of awesome players to help me come up with this list. If you've enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button on the way out. And with that being said, I will see you next time.